alnal badi mana lamin bajani alaji dabo.
Yeah, thank you.
Kain tola nata la jang Gambia politiko kacha kuoto, you know. Banko bita kanya ana bataram bul dumala do. Na economy but tembe da nyadi la do. Anin banko ka mun kusi fala bata kanje. Nalbo la kacha la bidelo tante. Alaji, welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lamin. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Banko kamba during. Audit report ba kila. Audit report ba flying na, you know. Do ba audit report do ba bolan nambul ba karolo do ba bolan marama karola. After do ba jiye kan ninja. Da ma ga bonan ndula mu mel, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
Odol ba sunya la ko ba kila baroba li fola. Lo da bona rak European tola. Fala pareta seda.
Yeah.
Na kunu nga seda na la welcome nje, you know. Barum ba kuma seda ngenda na follow. Yemina solo in a political landscape banyadi right now.
No political landscape in power government in Sambul, you know, we were jakasiring.
Okay?
Yeah. So,
really?
Yeah, definitely, you know.
Cool with the new
you know, let's say for example, you know, if you look at the present moment, right now and previously how the politics are run in the country, there's a lot of differences there, you know.
Okay.
Differences there, you know.
Like what kind of differences do you mean?
So, before in politics, people that are in politics, most of those people, they are in politics for good. Okay. Like they want to make differences in people's life. But at least that's the intention they come with. Okay. So, when you give something, don't generational economy, meaning political economy. Most of them do political economy just to gain something out of it personally.
But kama politician will for political mudunia quality and political interest lang.
Yeah.
So fema melo interest wale wafana duni political.
Or political mudunia quality, you know, but that inculcate the life of the people that you are going to fight for. I want to involve, not like political mudunia quality. I'm just going to go into politics just to make myself wealthy. You know, everything will just go catastrophic.
In fact, for political from dunia quality, political maka dunia quality ma ni ajibe from my understanding, because political mo quality me alang coming go like eka promissory banko mo la ko meni nara na banko kan ba na la power dinna ale sambo dinna ba ni ne kala le mbala bolo beden le mbala social service ala health sector wa ne economy ba kala tantina ba sang aduma dungo ni ka tonya fo amanga ko min tonya fo mo dunia ko da malde dunia ni lagra mo mela akena fa dunia ina ayena fa lagra but sa ni na nan politiko ko ya politiko jo ko min ko dunia ko da malam like okay like it's a more deceive no you can say whatever you want to say, you know, at the end of the day you go away with it scot free because dunia ko and you know a lot of people believe in it yo ko yanyade.
Yeah, coming previously now for Yamming, like before in the politics in Gambia, let's say in Gambia, politics in Gambia before and now. Before, let's say our previous president, Jawara, you know, he was in politics for quite a long time, almost 30 years. So the contribution and the impact, I mean the Gambia citizen line is a lot. Not many people can forget about it. So now, fast forward to Jammeh. Jammeh now, you know, that changed the total landscape of the Gambian politics. Because Jammeh participation in politics, in the beginning he was doing good, but at the end he become like very arrogant in it. At the end, another minute now flowing. I have found wealth in the Gambian mulla now flow to a point that, you know, everybody was saying, okay, now if I also go there, I can do this. Even the MPs, the deputy, you know, whosoever, you know, in politics now, when they go into the first thing they think about is to be rich.
But saying, you know, cool bold in the IGB, can be a political.
So, but it's like, yeah, some more nyama, yeah, miracle. A minute, almost minute, bonko diwan.
You Carolem de.
Yeah, and you can ask it.
But saying, you know, Jammeh Wafuka Jammeh Kabrana good, he didn't start good, you know, or that Nama end good, you know.
No, Jammeh started good, you know. No one can say that Jammeh didn't start good, you know. You're not going to do justice for him, you know.
But like, what do you mean he started good?
No, Jammeh, in a sense that why I said that Jammeh start good, because when he came, this alliance of patriotic and reorientations. If you look at that,
AFPRC.
Yeah, FPRC. He was building a lot of schools. Okay, free educations were there. Lot of infrastructure roads were built.
That's true.
Yeah, agriculture. He was focused on agriculture also because he bought a lot of tractors and other stuffs. The university was built.
But Najala Baroy track it all time, I funko dealer.
Let's clear Jammeh here first. Let's clear Jammeh here first.
Okay.
He built universities, which we did not have previously. He built GRTS. So if you look, and he gave a lot of scholarships to many students, even though people were saying he was biased in selections and whatsoever. But at the end, they were Gambians. Anyway.
Gambians, all them, yeah.
Gambian.
That's true.
Yeah. So now those people are educated. Now they are in Gambia. Contributing in our developments.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very true.
Yeah. So at that beginning, he was doing very well. Had it been that he continued like that, he is going to be the champion of the Gambian people. But what make Jammeh slack behind is the security become very difficult for him. So at the end, he forget about the development and concentrate on the security while enriching himself with our.
Like, what do you mean security became difficult
because
for him?
If you see during his term, a lot of coup d'etats were.
Yeah. There were so much instability within the military setup.
Within the military, and he did not trust other people. He became paranoid, and so now he forget about the development. He was now focusing on the security.
But Fema Mira, like that instability, member within our military circle. Fema Mira, like that all those started well during his tenure, like during the beginning of his tenure into office. For example, because Najela Kabira sita like immediately I'm 11, I'm more Jamabala 5 soldier role. Fema Mira, like, wole corresponding annual tema, like there was coming all this kind of coups,
Yeah, I can say that, that contributed a little bit,
Because near GB, like we've seen, is it November 11?
Yeah.
Basiri Baro and the likes, Dot Fall, and others.
No coup d'etat can avoid those kind of circumstances, in a sense that, for example, I'm a senior or junior officer, not a coup d'etat, Not coup d'etat, 5 people, let's say, there are 5 in numbers, okay?
Yeah.
For America, there are other people there who, made sure worthy. It's only okay. They see that these people now they are going to in good position also they can have anything they want. Why can't we do it also?
Yeah.
Are they more brave than us or whatsoever? So in the beginning, before he will stabilize the government or the army, he have to show an iron hand.
So, but yeah, like that iron hand has to be on human lives. So
that depends on who is in control.
Okay. Like, but regardless,
does
that make it right?
No, it is not right. Obviously, it's not right. Look at Burkina Faso. The current, captain there, Ibrahima. How many coup d'etats that was attempted against him that he failed, and most of those officers I heard that he released them at the end of the day. It depends. That's why I say it depends on who is in charge at the moment. Because Jammeh, he was really scared. He's not that kind of, let's say, brave, no. Because every little thing will make paranoid. If he's paranoid, he's just going to do brutal. He's going to be very brutal.
So if ever allow act of being paranoid, well, I get brutality.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But like most of the people wouldn't agree that Jammeh had been, really brutal on people. More Jammeh mean for like, Jammeh ba mu fakang mo maje Jammeh ba nyinga mo maje Jammeh ba nyinga but like
then those people, they don't understand the concept of power. If you say that Jammeh make more like then you don't understand the concept of power, because if you are in power, you don't have to necessarily go by yourself to go and kill someone. You give authorities, or you transfer power to someone to act on something without any consequences. That is the concept of power. So that's what Jammeh had. He had power in the Gambia, so he gave power to other people to act on those powers without even him voicing out, talking to them to go and do it.
Yeah, exactly. So, which is why he has to be held accountable for all the atrocities that has been committed under his rule.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, of course,
Because, like, okay, if you can see, like, the junglers, like, we all know who forms the junglers. And when junglers came out to confess to their killings, you cannot exclude Jammeh from that brutality. Because when we've seen, like, the likes of, is it Maliki Baji, the likes of Oya, Omar Jallo, and, quite few handful of them, came out to confess to their human rights violations and their atrocities that they have committed. But now, like, Jammeh bulo clintale, Jammeh banyi fokang, Jammeh banyi kekang. But still the same people that katra fokang, Jammeh le airport lo, Jammeh le new school lo. But for dumalnya Jammeh ja pilota ka school lo ka.
No, that's why I say that's still, let's go to the power still. It all comes to that. When you lead people, let's say a football match. You have a team, they go out and they lose. You blame the coach. Okay, if they win, they say the coach. If they win the trophy, they say, oh, this coach is very good. Not so. So leadership also is like, leadership in the government is also like that. If any parastatal or wheresoever you handle a head of state, if anything happen under your control, you are responsible. No matter what, you are responsible. Because you are you are in charge at that moment to look whatsoever is happening in the government anywhere. So to say that Jammeh did not kill anyone by his hand, that is an ignorant assessment.
Fast forward from there, like let's take a look at the current political atmosphere in the Gambia. Molbo cross carpet kang, molbo crisscross ke kang lo jump light soul,
Yeah, I call those people like chameleons. I mean, a frog. Oh man, that make me very angry. That make me very angry.
But like, what is the point? In fact, like and because they might understand, like generally, like you form your own political party. You wanted to lead a country. But now, all of a sudden, you and before forming your political party, you already knew that there is an incumbent, there is a president, but you didn't realize that on the onset. But okay, left like a opposition candidate lati puru member sitting je kajinde. You understand? Most all these opposition, that is their aim. Puru member je to left like bonde je asi.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you went and joined the same person. Ilo le coming corrupt ale. If yala corruption reveal, yala incompetency reveal, yala kujamal reveal, me yala coming they are not going right. But at the end of the day, youth manual, na funding na youth population or like our youth politicians that people are building so much trust on. Kaje iba jumpe kabida kang NPP baro ya ya because and baro we all know we all know there has been a lot of corruption happening in the Gambia. You go to Gambia Port Authority, you go to GIA, you go to GRA, like all these institutions, where corruption has been deep-rooted. But still, these are the intellectuals that we believe. These are the people we call our intellectuals that we believe, should come up with initiatives, to change that dynamic. But now, they are joining that camp. That government, support kana. Because they are literally supporting the corruption. If you have that power, corrupt officials will prosecute, but you don't prosecute them. But instead, audit reports will they can refute. You understand?
Gambia, we have problem in the sense that coming like we think that to be in politics, that is what is going to alleviate our poverty from us. Gambia entirely has been hijacked by poverty. In entire Gambia. Okay, let's start from there. Because of that, our politicians, they become greedy. To be an opposition, you have to be on everything. You can be poor out of it, severely poor, or whatsoever can happen to you. Why they are jumping one place to another? Most of those people, they are from the opposition. They are just going to the government, joining the current ruling party. They are just joining the current ruling party, because that is where they can have money. Most of those people who are jumping from one place to another, is been driven by wealth. That's what I can say, because to have knowledge and wisdom is quite different. But they have the knowledge, but they don't have the wisdom.
But near GB, they have that knowledge, But if I could have they wanted to use their knowledge rather than being in the opposition,
No, it's not gonna work, man. If the leader is corrupt, let's say if the leader is corrupt, no matter what kind of knowledge you bring there or whatsoever, you're not gonna change their perspective on their way of governance. Governance. For example, this Auditor General who was sacked, he was doing a good job. He was going through every kind of crazy stuff in the government. But the government did like what he's doing, so what they have to do is just sack him out.
To get rid of him.
Get rid of him so that they can continue on their corrupt behaviors and all those kind of stuff.
May continue, because first hearing, case you call up to, and the case was one time call up. Auditor General revelation I Kabiri Yakumandi to State House. He wasn't called coming go ikata dogola diala. He was called to the State House. About for the State House, the envelope diala. Ika ko na dogola diala.
Yeah.
Ne left transferred to Ministry of Trade.
That is trouble.
To the Ministry of Trade.
That is trouble for him.
At that point, a man for Galia coming ko ha wala honey. He just took the letter, went home. When he reviewed the letter, then Akama accept. But we have seen the government, they can't run a State House. Ahmad Dina can't run a State House.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing
is, a government employee, so obviously you have to go there.
Yes, Ahmad Dina come here Darakat President Dankula about that issue. Ala redeployment on But the thing is now, Akama ama for President coming go do ko nyintale. But say Baroko, Baroko I don't go down. We can call it that way.
Yeah, because our president is.
Baroka Yatale. For Dr. Tisana, Akayatale.
No.
She's like, hey.
No, I'm accept, man.
Auditor General Kamata.
Amata. That man is, he's genuine, man. He's genuine in whatsoever he's doing, man.
But saying, what reason in your means, Kabulia Lakan,
Yeah, because that's what they are doing all every time, man. That's what they are doing every time. Man, Gambia government. I don't trust those people, man. I don't trust those people, man. No, don't trust them, man. Don't trust. This current government in the Gambia, I don't trust them.
Okay,
I don't advise anyone to trust them.
Like this, until the Gambia youth population all pollute, Kebaldi.
Yeah, of course. This is what I'm saying. Listen to my previous comments. Like I said, the previous politicians and the current politicians, there's a big difference between them. Difference means they are simple words.
But
listen. Until say until me join politics, until a youngster me join political content, What can join political content just to be rich? But a much of join political content just to go and help the ordinary men and women in the farms and gardens and in the markets and no. They are getting into the politics to help themselves, to be rich, to drive those expensive cars which will be broken in the next 1 year or 6 months. They cannot even maintain them. You understand? So that the neighbor can see them in that kind of car and driving, putting those big gowns and Going there and begging, karang mako manoto, sifal.
But the thing is,
But kavo ordinary people, because all mako de jadoli.
but
No.
Say na millo di député bungol to puri milnya deka mol fongol mako. Milnya lan ko mi wala nya deka lo ko kundu government na ngi ko di tinyal nung sunya
The same generation
ka député fongol la jamili alan ko min ko like they have approved the budget for themselves. Ika $80,000. I think about $80,000 is pour ka ka dunna fongol si fongol ko do la place mo bunya place di so ni
va palaso do kay
bunya ko ni bunya place be buli nyanda ke pari da ni bitala so taxpayer la nyanda ko ila pari fongol jo yana sanne
omo ke fendi mi al fongo about that to that extent. But say, ni bro do ko min okay mo le bang. Okay mo le ay correct. Barang kan bayo lek den kol sam. Ika bayo sam. Ngam tol be di. But say, bang ko dingol la kumbo da je fasa bang.
But say it amra Gambia for is that sustainable ka 2.5 million model sanka di dipite ni wol ni set sol botaje the next dipite mi bina na
because we don't have it's not be done. We don't have a proper government. If we have a proper government, they're going to be very cautious of whatsoever they are spending. Wala o sabo. Because minimum be no party that you just go there.
But sang
spend.
Ila jumping on yo jangade la. Because at first, let's be honest here. At first, Nigeria like Mamadou Sabali.
Yeah, almost want to.
No, let's just take it this way. We have seen Sabali, Abanu APRC la. He had made certain political remarks against UDP. You understand? And like Chocho Siata Tama remarks
Yeah.
He came out, I got apologize. But Sabali Narana UDP join, Kaba UDP join. Ya sikandi ya get prophet mulumati
Yeah, that is UDP.
No, just listen. They try to clean him, they try to do everything possible, to make him look good.
Yeah, that is UDP.
Like
man.
he is not a mini prophet, but like he is someone very genuine and he has the country at heart.
Yeah, that is UDP.
So at the end of the day, Naja, a sound ko denga UDP fanambula, nada join NPP. Then he wa kuma le betrayal
Yeah.
The guy betrayal.
Yeah.
You understand? Sabali is vanity. Sabali mamalo sort of because Nyajibe, sorry for my language, but Nyajibe, Sabali comments on minka against Baro, and nakamil funung Baro matonyala.
They all fucked, man.
You understand?
Unfunny.
Akamil funung Baro matonyala. Baro corrupt. Baro was corrupt. He's still corrupt. Our government, they are mismanaging our funds. He is using the police to brutalize the citizens. Like, literally, all what he has been saying against Barrow and Barrow's government is true, or very true. But like, at this point, he went to join that government still.
Yeah.
Where is the integrity in our politics? You take a look at Dr. Cisse. Dr. Cisse was one time the prince of Gambian politics. Now, one of the interviews, CD show in Germany, another tola, kata cool GB, like a developmental project GB in Germany, Mila long coming up story to implement those things now winter, in the Gambia, CD show and in Galaxy. Sister ni Jammeh dafa nante mul jam fala bang. Ita fanda fa nikel bitre bang. Ita join baro gamba. I know.
No, because
but saying Dr. all what he has been saying against Baro, I'm to yalde. Because ibeka mkukile wala kumbo. Baro mala bakela nyame Baro fonka mano. Afonka mano, Dr. Cisse ko Baro mano, sabale ko Baro mano ka corrupt ale anu to nyala bobeti.
yeah.
Baro mantra dogo wala.
Yeah.
Ngana sana mo lo livelihood ba ko learing, But you mean before, like, literally, in the beginning, I don't have a problem with them. What I have problem with is now, you mean before saying, like, they were all true, but now they went and joined that particular party,
Yeah,
where is the integrity, bro?
No, there's no integrity in that, There's no integrity. But they don't join the party because they want to make change in the Gambia or they want to effect change in the Gambia.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the reason they joined the party.
But you can join.
No, that's gonna be by verbal. And they hopefully dalda. But they joined the party to at least to have money to make themselves wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Of course. If not, what else?
To go there.
Because It a registration or TV to interview will conduct just to lambast that government what they are doing. And what you are saying, if you look at it, everything is right by principle. Even be for a bit tonya, a bit or a bit tonya. But any little more you more on you swallow yakunu it ada immortal ikafto masakunda. Feda banku dingol mini alam ko ibo ko mai ka inya ba to le form to le.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Jammeh don't come like dogu so dobalia wala buka gal push ka radio.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Because okay, what I don't understand, na Gambia na karana la kuwalto, Jammeh be karan. I had to call him karanta back. If you take a look, well, I was chatting with one guy. Akonyoko Gambia, we have a problem with education.
Massive problem.
Na bankola problem of beta na karanala. Many yala wala nya naga banko bondi. Kanya wala problem with nga nyadi. Konya mo inada na iko master's degree la sodo in economics. You have a PhD. You have PhD, you have double masters, you have all kind of degrees, from the West. You've lived in the West. You've studied in the West. You've seen how their countries are going.
Yeah, of course, we live here.
By principle.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you went back to Gambia. We went back to Gambia pour ICA. But still, it at Gambia, you cannot create anything for yourself. And karanguna famu innovation only.
Yeah.
Eka karana pure innovative.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So it ay karang pare, understand. Ipareta, you were not able to, do anything for yourself. Rather than join, if you don't join the government, you don't live that luxurious life that you want to live.
No, because it's the easy part. Even you don't understand it.
Where is innovation?
It's the easy part. It's the easy part, like to have wealth through being employed through government and climb the ladder, and become wealthy. Okay, but now if you for example, like let's say you graduate from here, with masters, you go back home, your field is like in business. Okay, to establish a business in the Gambia, you need to have a lot of money with you, at least a little bit of money. For example, the type of business you even want to open. Let's say you want to do this import and exporting, or you want to do, estate or whatsoever. You need at least some bit of cash. Most of them, they are poor. They cannot even. Where in the Gambia, which institution is going to finance that for you? If you go to bank, the interest rate is crazy. I don't know of government whether they have those kind of,
But that is not the reason.
Support for it.
That is not
people.
That is not.
It's not a reason. There are other businesses that you can even open in the Gambia without any money. Without any money, it's a lot of business in the Gambia you can start.
Yeah.
Without any money,
But saying no, that regardless.
But let me finish with this one.
Okay.
Come like, and even if you graduate take Gambia with their degrees. What we believe in, like ni karante jita university. Ita manyana ta wulo kan ka bindeket. Ndol mo mentality so. Ita manyana nola. Kotaki. Ita kai kulo dunde nak ta no simiso. Iki sim ndanol fite kati silo kan oni ila mo ni ma pontola. Ndol ngakaran muta wala nyama. Eba living jenne. Mini alon ko jam PhD holders hold. Most of them they are with wed. They are driving tractors on all these.
Let me give you an example.
Caterpillars.
Sometimes you can jang, like yalan Finland system of them before, like from basic education all compulsory, from grade 1 to grade 9.
Yeah.
All compulsory, You understand? So after grade 9, you can drop out from school and do whatever you want to do. But now they put it this way that you from grade 1 to grade 9 is compulsory. Then if you want to stop at grade 9, then you either go to vocational college or you go to senior school. So in these two, you can't choose. You either go to senior school or you go to vocational college.
Yeah.
But now the thing is, most of the time, you make it in grade 9. You make it in grade 9. Or like a master's degree master degree holder in employ.
Because
you make it grade 9. Most of them, they can have vocational college at the age of 16. Yeah, 14, 15, 16 years, you know.
Company form.
No, at the age of 14 to 16 years, vocational college from grade 9. So, I got like near vocational college will start. Then by turning 18, you know, if you can feel like as a full-time employee. Like a mean story, like if you are a plumber, you know, you are already a qualified plumber, you go to the field, you are working as a plumber. Before 25, you have enough experience to open your company. So, and every company, near company, the thing is, you need an like you need a boss on the work site. Every work site, you need a boss. It doesn't literally, and every work site needs, for example, you know, an engineer. And usually, those people are coming from the university. They are seeking work from you. You the one that just finished from grade 9, and you work for a couple of years, and you went and at the yellow function company, you know. Those million senior school, university, wala kana do ko nyita bulika wala ta
because it am the grade 9 it are vocational it believe to ko ndanya no lang ko do so it believe ngene ko nyantan symbol use law or some of these things ko ngako do so but you enter university at jita or where whatsoever obili ngene ko nyantan nek ta duna nasi officer ko no you know mana do ko Ole metal to so de.
Okay.
Ntala miro ro ntenga jola nyama, you know.
Yeah, of course. Gambia ni aji.
Because like, most
Olat na Gambia like, you know.
Most of the businesses in the Gambia, me and operate can BB time. Most of them are school from.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't go to school.
That's true.
Which
okay.
Yeah. Very few now that I'm looking at Facebook, I've seen most of these boys that are coming from America or some places. They are doing some kind of, you know, petty businesses or some kind of businesses there, you know. But even those people, they are struggling. Because in Gambia now, to open a business there, you cannot even, no, after
the other thing is, you know, like what the other thing is maybe, you know, like they are coming in Gambia, like innovation the level of innovation is too low. Like we are not so innovative.
No, it's not there.
Yeah, but because
I don't know.
The moment and like our educational system has been too discriminative, you know. The moment in the grade 9, you know, we look too low upon them, you know, and like usually we see them as people who don't have any future in the society. For example, Ajiberek, you know, you mean better than, you know, being a master degree in Gambia. Like there are a couple of people, million come here PhD, so like a couple of people, like few people, million in Gambia, you know, a business will operate, you know, and they are doing good. You understand that? They are making money and they are doing good. They employ people. But you know, you have others, you know, they weren't able to do anything for themselves. They cannot literally innovate anything for themselves.
Yeah.
I think that is one reason you know, our politicians our youths are becoming a jumping line.
Yeah.
After jumping, because more jumping line, you know, traffic light.
Yeah.
Sometimes you know, get that from light father, you know, and I walk.
Yeah,
because sometimes the politician will bully.
It's the easy way out, man. It's the politics is the easy way out.
Now you politician will bully. Don't get that, you know, understand that. But you know,
na miro nyanta wal falling now do everything, you know. Gambia nyama wala nyanta falling. Gambia lot of opportunity level Gambia, you know. Lot of opportunity level Gambia, you know.
Percent.
You know.
Okay, let's go back.
Even me in personal, I try to do some businesses there, you know. Some of them initially they start well, you know, but at the end, you know, the people you give those business to, you know, those are the people that.
Okay, let's go back to the. Another agenda, but I'm
you
know, but saying UDP na you know, jumping budget.
No, don't mind those people. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Pak more kalmu Chinese only now, but
don't mind.
Yeah, me jumping with the week. Don't from going inside the week club boy.
No, man, no. UDP is solid than ever. Gameno na la Gambia big. The ordinary Gambian was that.
But Gambia was a but Ninga Kodo Jerek na Wasokatale.
Wasokatale. But what I'm going ordinary Gambian, me alone call. Eventually, you cannot say that the whole nation is.
No, not really.
But in majority of the Gambian are Wasatale.
Yeah, bro, I have a different opinion. Yeah.
Listen
okay,
here.
come on.
You jalan ko ika jumping thing. You all sanne jaro. Yes, sanne. Because the man in charge know how to play his card on them. They become foolish by following him. Kunung jibe ma you ada bula benden draw, you know. Kunung jibe jato. Moment draw finish is massive. You know what
Seattle, yeah.
It's too much.
But ika la crowd, no mobile crowd la boje, you know. I understand and stuff like that, you know. Mobile crowd killing like a move, you know, every part of the country, you know.
No, that's not true, man. They're gonna say that more ball for that because if you come Mirobo that can sing, you know.
That's true.
If you come bro, that mobile crowd, me moment don't drop finita o kunung.
But at the end of the day, crowd be crowd.
Let's say you will be voters card, so you know you are born government population, you know. Plus the one me along ko man na you allow kan jaro.
But Mugami understand.
Yeah.
Like if you take a look, Mol Kadasi, like the way people UDP supporter loyal to Dabaya Nyameng, you know. How like they are the most UDP is the most loyal party in the Gambia. Like the supporters are 100, like they are the most loyalist.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand it?
Yeah.
Like you can see, you know, like Loyadaba Binakang, you know, they went out as early as 9 Dolba Bata.
Yeah.
And some of those people, Loyadaba Kunuma Jivek, and he afforded a lot of home, like around 10 or 11 pseudo.
No,
sorry, you know. About that range, like, you know, 9 to 10, you know, I exactly forget, you know. But saying, you know, but because now remember, you know, dollar time ojam, you know, pseudo mba Jivek and till around 3-4 months, you know, Tawaminaka Futa, you know. So that will be around 3 months, that will be around, you know, maybe 1 in the Gambia. Ba Jibeka, you know, but replay them, you know, that was shortly Kabra Futa. Maybe around 1 or 2 hours Kabra Futa. But saying, you see people, Milan come back, Ekabula Loyada Bono Monyama, you know, Ekatra sitting, you know, 12 hours, you know, Kaloa accompany, you know. At the end of the day, you know, you go vote, you know. You understand? And people like if you am a more jarra moy wala ita ay mo badum for 12 hours imale fi ka refa momi
go jaro la da ka election in Gambia jaro I'll just say it on record definitely man because I'm not going to talk about other people what they have done what they were doing or what they have done, you know. I'm not going to talk about that, but la da ka so win Gambia jaro election on be tan la da ka win boy ana stuff for life on that, you know.
Paco.
No. No. Boy, go. Karena kasi kasunyale.
Kasunyale, na?
No, kasunyale boy jerman. Kasunyale. Lera karena min Gambia. They believe that min coming like you cannot be both. You know, you cannot be nice and you expect to have everything that you desire. Okay? You have to show at least, you know, your other face to the people to respect you. This is advice I would give to Leada.
Like what is that other face?
No, he has to ball up, challenge every situation. Like let's say that ni election about more election ke kartu kondik moral Leada amangani.
But I chase file, you know. I case file, you know. High Court, you know. Because there were procedural errors, you know, a case need throughout.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay.
I'm going to accept, man. I'm not accept.
I'm not accept, but you know, High Court, man. High Court, yeah, I'm chance to put here in here.
Yeah.
But saying, you know, you take a look. Another, you know, andong alam mo, you know, Jamal Fanantata.
What kumkino tala jaro boy jaro.
But often family la soto. Yamro tell and often mola soto million and they are looking up to them.
How many of them is that? How many of them means on model home? 46.
About that range lam like, you know.
Okay, let's say times 10. Let's say in their family, each and every one of those people, they have 10 people in their family.
Gambia family kasi
no. For we are more to the same. For example, it is how it are you can know ya. Muka precato for it. It are okay no ya.
Kendi numa.
Muko tali. Sai. It are okay no ya. Sai. Before the sound again, you know, it didn't be a particular count. We discuss, we talk about everything. I just for the sound it already. Yen to not. It have been a more than contact preach covering it. Buffalo don't go. It aren't want to call somebody or offend somebody, man. It ain't interested somebody. You know. Everybody have right to move anywhere they want to go. You know, in politics, that's normal. Okay, but do it decently. This is what matters.
But Talib Labo UDP, you know.
But Talib monkey UDP Katima. From the very beginning, Talib monkey UDP.
Talib UDP, bro.
No, a monkey UDP Katim.
No, bro.
No, a man cat man, man, don't go.
Bro, let's put it this way. Talib UDP, like UDP alone, you know, I may also see
that doesn't mean that go me UDP in quality. When did Talib come to UDP?
2016 Molia Calamura.
Yeah, come UDP. Okay, you know, I wouldn't do it from Jato, we more.
Okay, no more.
A Talib is from Doi. About a Jana done. Kafanyadi. Don't go, that's true, man. And I tell us it's not a UDP, okay? Yeah, I'm going to mayor. Okay?
Okay.
Sai, it is a party in con. Party leader. If you have a market like you had a party leader and you can't code and knowledge. Woman trade record. It is a friend in Gola Nico studies while playing more.
But say, let's take it this way.
No, go tell you about, you know,
let's take it this way now. UDP, Talib Lenin Coleman start cabins and sorry, I'm not start recently. It dated back to around 2003, 23 rather. You know, like time I remember once, you know, your programs run in Spain, you know, 2023. Rohim Malik lawyer for you know. And little before that, you know, on taka diamoni mwela. And that diamoni mbakekane. But saying, fema mreko me UDP la Fort Lam.
Fema lonko, Sabal was crying on this issue when he was in UDP as a member and a campaign manager. Sabal was crying on this issue. All along, Kavko, Taliban, you know, is planning something. You know,
Jammeh fananga fa Talib wala na no sabali tata.
Yeah.
Fofu wasake no tonya.
No, it's cannot. No, probably it could be, you know.
But saying
it could be, you know.
But in Talib la fakal, inte me understand. Ala fakalo manzayala, for example. Diamo mamanta, you know. Okay, let's take it this way. For example, you cannot form your own party within a party.
Impossible.
Especially if we are in an opposition or you are in a political party, you know. There's always a leader, and you cannot be in that party trying to form your own party to undermine that leader, or try to form your own camp. But what Talib, from my understanding, what Talib did was, he already gave his voice that he will not stand for the next election. He would serve for only 2 terms.
Yeah.
After the end of that 2 terms. Like he need to hold another political position. But saying another political position, a position the man no saying. Because Mayor Yala, after Mayor Yala, you know, he can only be a parliamentarian. He can be a parliamentarian. But maybe he don't want that, he want a higher office.
That's what he wants.
But now, when Talib was doing all those things, like Campbell form, you know, you understand that there were so much things going on in UDP, you know. And like one thing we know UDP for, you know, they have been so good with internal crisis management. But like in Kuba Kakana, you know, like UDP mad for ya katakulo kono bang, but it must solve no, you know, far further than in Tembodaro.
No, I want to go. What are they gonna do, man? What do you want them to do? I want to get myself no day. Secret meetings were organized, you know, Talib doesn't want to go there. Yeah. Once they call a meeting, you know, the reconciliation meeting for all of them to come and resolve those, because the talk we are going is everywhere, you know. A meeting of call, you know, for everyone to come, you know. I want that. So I tell him I'm conflicting resolve. So because he know what he's doing, man. He definitely know what he's
But
doing.
you so ikona keba arrogant ala youngs.
No, people will level you.
Exactly. Youngs, abanyama ka vola nyama,
No,
So Gambia
exactly.
mon mandali wala.
No, not many people.
You understand?
Not many
After
people.
Gambia, people don't mon mandali ya, mon man lefi fanang, What nanka for Gambian sola, like nanyi recent generation, majority are not truthful. Because kalafi mina ko kosu ka quote, abatanti nek ni batonya folo mo ya nice ndi demanding ke ya understand ya police
For me personally, that's not
but
my motto, man.
Youngs is that kind of a leader. Me along coming like he just come raw, abanyama ka folo nyama,
Yeah.
But ya je Gambia, that if you are too honest, number one, ila friends will be and you level in so Youngs is that kind of, from my understanding, Youngs more type like me along coming na aje nyama ka folo nyama,
Yeah, man. And my advice for him is just keep it off.
Of course, man, bro. Of course, man.
Yeah,
You understand?
just keep it
Don't
off,
let's see the first one goes to Rojan, boy, aba kota hogol di and dogel jam boy, After cool man town kuke,
No, what you
So you have bega kan dogel kota hog jang, and stuff like that, But saying Youngs jibe, Youngs not anang, boy, Youngs not anang, Youngs not like about, like just take a look this year. Half year, he was able to raise, is it 103 or 6 million dollars. Half year, me alam brigama area council la, ila history movement, ina ma collect no.
Ika collect le.
No, ina ma populist.
This is what I'm saying. Ika collect le, but they don't publish it.
Yeah.
Okay? Ika collect le fana, but they don't use it on where they should use it. Ika put it in their own pocket le. Sirvo so go bungam kodam lo brigama, I heard that he built a very good mansion there.
But Sirifo Songola case.
Can you?
No, let's take it
As
this
an
way.
ordinary mayor, can you? Or which one?
No, let's take
Chairman whatsoever, I don't know.
let's take a look at this in this way. For example, Sirifo, I remember, when Sirifo was coming to ila fongo nying, atodong fang, ila primaries. Esi yale Sirifo ni nduma landi minta mini Sirifo tamini minna. Baba X. Alma ale ni man ka folo kama, kutoke dolan Orlando brikama, Yana sana Baba X ni fenkal londino. Baba X la karantati, Baba X la exposed tati. Yana sana ya den wolo londino, so if fungo fay, Sirifo, And mojama ya dispute kama fay, because they just want to select Sirifo,
Yeah, but in Gambian politics, in most cases, education doesn't count for your selections. Only UDP or quality sort of.
But UDP la ni misoko fananga.
Yeah, but still,
Because Baba X, Momo Baba X long, ye fenka long, like these two people, you cannot put them into the same baskets, You understand? When it comes, like, even mume long.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you look at them, you understand? You mean ani la karango means because yajela, mo understand. Ninja mano kono. Like you cannot rule people ni man karang.
You cannot what?
You cannot rule people if you are not educated. And it's not only educated.
Nowadays you have to have some basic, some
Not
knowledge
basic.
Some kind of education.
Not basic, sir. You need to be educated, and if you're educated, you need to be exposed to the modern world. And
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you are exposed to the modern world, like you uphold your values, your values will uphold, like morality is very important in the in within our society. Like our society is almost broken up.
Let me ask you this question, because this is what I want to challenge a little bit. For the America, like, is education a ticket to a good leadership?
It is not. It is not only education. Education plus moral.
Yeah, moral ethics.
Like, okay, in niajibe niajan ko ni man karang in generation ita mon moral no easily because nunto mol na kebali no wal man karang bake nka famil man karang e nyo badune
Yeah, they were contented, you know.
They were content with what they have. In your batune, in your kumola, near motamin direct, they listen to you.
Yeah.
And ni ba nyada fana near for people listen to you. But that is not happening anymore.
Yeah. If you look at Zimbabwe, you know, Mugabe is one of the most educated president in Africa. You know, but his ruling was full of corruption, killings, you know, all kind of things, you know, ability, you know. Yeah, so education doesn't guarantee someone to be a good leader.
Yeah, but it is.
You have to have a lot of qualities in it. You know?
Yeah, but
education helps, you know.
It is.
So for you to maneuver a lot of.
For me, I think it is for education. Well, it is the bedrock.
Yeah. Foundation. It's a foundation.
Yeah, like you. That is what, like, for example, if you happen to create a chart here, education, I would put education to 99%, and and other things to 1%, because the thing is, without education.
For me, I would put education to 60 or 50, and the other rest qualities to 50.
Okay, now let's put it this way. The reason I admire Youngs is, it is not Yalo Nakomi Youngs, I'll expose on education. It is what is helping him to fight this corruption. Yeah, because before, if Nika Youngs Jibe, you can understand this man before Binala become area council, he had an understanding of local government, how local governments are run. You understand? And in bylaws solely, and all the required laws, you can't go. This man is so well familiar with them. You understand? And this is what we lacked before. City for Sonko, Amalon Fangala role moment.
Younger ways.
When youngs came, I can't any jungle come Delela bossed.
It has to be like that.
It was on Delela bossed.
You understand governance.
I don't know moment,
Yeah.
So Mina was because he was so familiar with the laws and stuff like that. And that is why he's spending millions on education. Our most sponsor Kankata University.
Yes, for Morocco. This topic is broad. For Morocco, many other prestatory mara or other institutional mara. Family go club guide. Yakul guide loco, many men take and wrong. You know, Yalona. But they are not doing it because, among honestly.
Yeah. That is true also. Well, and morality.
Well, moral and Tonya folk a program morality. It only happened never million in the film.
Okay.
In your film, but there are young boy was in UK. He's a lawyer. He can stay in UK and be like every ordinary Gambian in Europe. Enjoy his life, come for his holidays, build a nice house, and all those kind of stuff. As I know that. But at Jammeh in becoming a council, most of those, walks on the street, he's always there.
Yeah, that's true.
With his pail and, doing those kind of walks, You have to have those kind of attitudes in you. These people, they employ me to work, not to go sit in the office to make myself big and whatever.
Elected officials, like you
come you on dongo flow la tondi fa it tondi fa sabal ning no sabal talbe ning Ismaila
boy nan dongol tembo ga fanya
il on dongo flow wala pelo jikade silo ka van kada pelo fa
ol man ken dongol dire
mar nga flow nya ma
okay ba ba le ga van dongol
il on dongo flow
Ila lang dongol mo.
Mar nga flow nya.
Sabal banu UDP ala dongol am talbe mo talbe je silo kan ba KMC abe na mol dinkol sina jala ko kat. Ba talbe hono matra kan na KMC. And balit project na fi.
No, of course I do ko jemba min ko difference between these two leaders ko ke jela fo tay, ko yang ko na understand talbe me je ko di. Yang ko na understand. Okay, but the difference between these two leaders ko la fo tay. Their method of working is different.
So they are who is the better candidate, who is the better chairman.
Talbe did well in his term, and he's still doing well for KMC. Yeah. No one can dispute that. You dispute that, you're not going to do. You will do disloyal to him. Okay. Yankuba just came in, and he also started in a good footing. You know, he's doing well.
Yeah.
You know, but the attitudes, you know, their manners, too different.
Yeah.
Yes, Yankuba is straightforward, honest, and reliable for me. I like him. O Taliban. No. You don't know. Mangavo.
Taliban UDP
government.
But Taliban resign saying, you know.
He's a snake. Nyente UDP executive basak out. I'll just.
But dolko, you know, ngat dol may ka fo, you know, Talibia double tactical use kabren double ning barokia. Baroya double nanim baro mo good time, you know, but amason ko buje fo baroya sak. So I baroya sak. So Talib fana body same thing use kam pour double ya sak. E UDP ya sak rala.
Lawyer. That man is one of the most like careful person in that country. He is very careful in whatsoever he do. Akaklo back. Wala mi akaklo war back. Pour le talibi war kafulera basakla. Atana rojela. Because that man knows what he's doing.
The man malifika sak say. What is the point there?
No. That's just gonna create a marketing for him. So why I will give you free promotion?
Marketing already Talib.
No, I thought already. But saying maybe I thought already. So what's the point for now? Nga sak. Na what already? It's already for a political party for it is already. So I just don't need like sake. But let's like you put the salt on the wound. New UDP is ever going to you know, that's going to put the salt on the wound. Well, yes, I might, you know, see what. So let them just leave him, just go smooth, quietly like that, you know, it's better. Yeah, but that one, go.
So, is it Kunung or Kunungko? Ambasabala interview GB Kang, you know, Africa.
At a month, I'll be like, I don't know,
but mina. Ako Talibe ya maintenance anyang ya and others you know UDP betrayal.
Yeah, of course UDP betrayal because those are trusted candidates in UDP. Those people, you know.
But what is wrong? You know what is wrong? Because UDP Jamal Buje they just come to UDP near plateau so that they use UDP to get into onto certain platforms. Onto certain heights, you know, UDP, you know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, do they have any progress also? No. You know, you will not get any progress after that, you know. Because let's say you know. Yeah, you go say you branch on your work and never work, you know, you know,